Ed Mahan, Brand Ambassador for Staten Island Yachts. Welcome back to our ongoing series of videos designed to help you get the most out of your new yacht. Today we're going to be discussing the autopilot operation on absolute yachts because they're a little different than what most people are used to. On absolute yachts, they're configured with Garmin screens and a Volvo display that is also built by Garmin. So they're very similar, they're networked together, and they have some of the same attributes as each other. This is a typical engine display when you're running the boat. We have the engines on now so you can see it. And this is your typical chart plotter page. So I'd like to show you how to plot a typical course. The boat is in home port right now. If I just wanted to put in a waypoint and tell the plotter to go to it, it'll just drive over land and not compensate for that. So we don't want to do that. We're going to go here and change this page to the autopilot page. So now we have the Volvo screen has become the autopilot controller. We're going to come back here. The autopilot is smart, but it's not that smart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my destination. It's right here. I want to route to it because I want to be the autopilot brain. I want to put in a turn there, a turn here, a turn there, and my starting point. When I'm happy with it, I just push done, and it shows me my route. Now that I'm happy with my route, I'm going to come over to the Volvo screen and tell the autopilot to follow the route. It's going to come up and ask you if you want to engage the autopilot or not engage the autopilot. The reason it asks you this, the boat needs to be brought up to the intended course. If it's not on your intended course by 1 or 2 degrees, it's going to turn sharply to the left or right. And if people are walking around not aware that you're engaging the autopilot, it's going to create problems. So bring the boat onto your course, engage the autopilot, and a window will pop up showing you your active roadway. Once you go through each turn, the boat will come up to each turn and say, do you want to go to that turn? And you acknowledge it until you get to the destination. Once you reach your destination, you can hit standby and take control. If while you're actively in autopilot, there arises a need to go off course, either to avoid a boat or a lobster pot or something like that, you can simply turn the wheel. It'll take it out of autopilot and then bring it back onto the intended course, and it'll lock it back in again. So it has a dodge feature, which is great to have. You don't have to reprogram the whole route. Once you've reached the destination, you're just going to get out and go into standby. We're going to stop panning, and we're going to stop navigating because we've reached our destination. Now, if this is a route you go on numerous times a week or a month, you can save it. If it's just a one-time thing, you don't save it. I want to talk about auto guidance. If you have the Navionics Platinum chips in, a feature called auto guidance will pop up. Now, based on the parameters of your boat that you've programmed into it or have been programmed in by the builder, you can go to a destination. Let's say we want to go over to Horseshoe Cove in Sandy Hook. That's my destination. I want the computer to tell me how to get there. It's going to look at various parameters and it's going to draw a course. Now, you as the captain are going to have to look at the route. If you're happy with it, from start to finish, you simply say start navigation. And again, the navigation indicator will pop up. You follow the route, you bring it on course, and you engage it, and you'll be directed right to your destination. When you reach the destination, you're going to stop navigating again. I don't want to save it for today, and I'm just going to answer these and go back to standard. Now, one thing about auto guidance, it's only as smart as the machine is. You have to still be in charge. Now, one thing about auto guidance, I'll just draw a quick one here. Over here, auto guidance. I don't necessarily like that, so I'm going to adjust the path. I'm going to take my finger, make that little indicator pop out, and I'm going to pull that down there like that, and it's going to redraw it. If you're happy with that, which I am, I say done, start navigation. I'm navigating, and I follow the route that we've just programmed into it. Again, engage, and you're off. So that's just a couple of differences between some autopilot indicators, which are separate because this contains all of the Volvo information and all of the Garmin information in this 7-inch display. And you can toggle back and forth. Each button has a different meaning. That's the same as the follow route button. You can go into standby or engage here. This button up here tells you you're in standby mode. Down here now you're engaged the autopilot, and this will allow you to change 1 degree port and starboard or 10 degrees port and starboard if you need to make fine adjustments. If you simply want to drive to a point in space, go to the Volvo screen, hit engage, and the autopilot will drive the boat on the indicated course. It will not compensate for obstructions. So in other words, if there's land in front of it, or buoys or boats, it will not drive around it. To free the boat up, go back and hit standby, and you'll be back in control of the boat. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time, and I hope this helps you appreciate the features of the Garmin Volvo Autopilot.